Well, hi, this is Jay Arthur. Many people ask me, why is a Pareto chart so important to turning data into dollars? Well, it's really the key to being able to focus your improvement. And so, what is a Pareto chart? Well, it's a bunch of things. So, let's take a look at those. First, if you have defects and types of defects, total number of defects, and if you just show it as a column chart, you might get something that looks like this, where the big bars are spread all over the place and it's kind of hard to figure out what you want to focus on. And so what we want to do is sort that in descending order. So now on the left side we can see that folded flaps, bent and damaged, and carton will not open are the big three. So that helps narrow our focus a little bit. Now we expand the bars because this is how you draw a Pareto chart, is you get the wider bars. And then for each one of those big bars, we figure out how much do they contribute to the total. So we're trying to figure out the 80-20 rule. So here you can see that folded flaps are 26.9% of the total. Bent and damaged flaps, you add that in, that's another 48%. And then carton will not open, you add that in, and that's 67%. So these three types of defect are 2/3 of our total error. If we fix those three, we're going to dramatically improve everything. We can focus on all that other stuff later, but right now those are the big three. Now when you overlay this cumulative line graph on top of the Pareto chart, you get to see what are the big bars, and you get to see the cumulative percentage that they add in, and you get colorized versions here. So ChartSmartXL will show you anything that's 20% or greater. And so we have folded flaps are the big one. The next biggest is bent and damaged. The next biggest is carton will not open. And this is what a good Pareto chart should look like. So we have the cumulative percentage, we have sorted bars, the bars are touching, anything over 20% is highlighted. And then there's all these other bars. And if there's a bunch of little tiny bars, we summarize those at the end in what is called an other bar. Now, unfortunately, too many people label some sort of defect as other, and so other can be a big bar. But unfortunately, no, right? You should actually have real names for each one of your types of defects. And that's a Pareto chart. Pretty straightforward, and it helps us really laser focus our improvement efforts, because each one of those big bars on the left becomes the head of our fishbone, which is where we're going to go into root cause analysis. That's a Pareto chart, and this is how it should look.